everyone. In the remodeling sales industry, I keep seeing the question asked, is the one-call close dead? When it seems to me the question really ought to be, should the one-call close be dead? And I think to answer that, you need to consider why the one-call close exists in the first place. So we'll start there. But first, my name's Carl, and I've been an in-home sales leader in the construction industry for over 21 years. I've easily sat at over 10,000 kitchen tables, and now I coach individual sales reps and small remodel companies free of charge. Yep, free of charge, on the best practices that put people over profit so they can win over both. Now, those who support the one-call close will tell you that it's all about efficiency. They'll give you a really great story about how back in the old days, UPS tried to deliver packages 2, 3, maybe even 4 times if they missed you. And then they'll talk about the opportunity loss and the costs associated with having to come back a second time. But that's not really the reason why, at least not anymore. Not with digital contracts and online deposits. Fact is, we get all the measurements, the photos, and the inspection information needed for that job during our first visit. And even if the homeowner calls back a month later saying they're good to go, we just email them a contract and they place their deposit online. The real reason why the one-call close is still so precious is because it can literally save a company whose products or services or price can't stand on its own. If the product or service and the price point was competitive within the marketplace, they wouldn't need to one-call close a customer and prevent them from shopping around. Now, with that said, the goal of every rep every time should be to give a world-class presentation and answer your potential customers' questions in such a way that they have no reservations or hesitations about hiring you right then and there on the spot. And if they do, that's great. That's an organic one-call result, not a one-call close. The problem arises when the company's processes either don't allow for or are actually hostile to a customer's desire to shop their options. This is where most sales meetings actually get juiced up and spend most of their time. This is where most home improvement sales gurus and coaches really put 99% of their focus. It's all about the tactics and the strategies that are designed to short circuit a reasonable person's ability to make a common sense decision so they won't get other bids. Let me ask you an honest question. If a homeowner could be a fly on the wall in one of your sales meetings, would they be impressed by what they see, or would they be appalled by what they hear? Oh! Why the one-call close, especially given the ick factor? Well, the answer is because, as some gurus love to put it, volume is for vanity, but profit is for sanity. And that's a great soundbite and all, and in my opinion, doesn't mean a whole lot. But in that answer does lie, or in that question does lie the answer: profit. So I asked myself, if there was a better way and it was in fact more profitable, wouldn't every sales rep and business owner prefer it? Well, obviously. Now, I'm just one man, and I'm certainly not going to undo 60 years of sales programming in a $500 million industry. But I do help individual sales reps and a small handful of companies make the transition to a friendlier sales process that actually lets you close with a conscience. And here's the crazy part. It's already being used by the top 1% of home improvement sales reps in the country anyway. It's just they don't talk about it. And they certainly don't talk about it at work. Now, why? Well, because obviously the last thing these top earners want to do is rock the boat. These top reps have learned to basically strip down the very popular 10-step closing sequence down to the core 7 questions that homeowners need answered in order to buy. As a business owner, imagine having an open to the public sales meeting. You heard me right, open to the public, where the topic was the 7 questions we answer with an in-home appointment. And at the end, imagine that the homeowners all stood up, applauded, saying, "Yes, thank you, that's what we want."
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Yes! Yes!
And as a sales rep, imagine showing up to an appointment where the homeowner's actually excited for the appointment instead of dreading it or, at best, tolerating it. If you'd like to know what those 7 questions are, simply put 7 Qs in the comments below and I will send you an easy to read, takes about 3 minutes, 4-page PDF that spells it all out. If you'd like to schedule a free 20-minute Zoom call with me to discuss your sales results and how I might be able to help with a workshop, simply comment, "Let's chat," down below, and I'll DM you with my contact information. We can set that up. Till then, remember, keep closing with a conscience, and I'll see you at the top.